What's up? I'm in Ohio. Uh, I'll start. I'll load into it in a bit. Just give me a minute. Gotta do something. All right. I'm gonna wait for it to hit 719 to. Come on. Come on, clock. All right. Dude, I got this soft rental. It's so fucking good. All right. Nino burrito. All right. Let's do this.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna go this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wait, hold up.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, 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 no.
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
All right.
it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
There's definitely a way to get up there.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you.
Can I, yeah. I realized the right way I need to go to get something new, and I already did all the things you can get.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're not taking the bucket. Fuck that bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Fuck. Oh. It's a Stanley.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first
Is that
number will
Ronaldo?
equal the second
Is one of
number,
these
and
images
that
on the
will
back
be
of
it.
Ronaldo?
We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Okay, I gotta go in this vent, because that's the only thing over here. Dude, honestly, there's probably something I could do down here, but, I'm not going here for now. Okay.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
Wait a
So
minute.
far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling.
Holy shit,
It must be
calm
so
down.
simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
What? There's no fucking way.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm gonna go in that room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, how many... A private but smelly place for an important person. Huh? Damn, I like barely talk to this stream. To be honest. Okay.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Dude, this looks like a Gmod map.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't remember. Oh yeah, we went into and then we just fucking died. Yeah. No, I'm good. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Up the stairs.
And there it is. The
Oh.
last Stiggly Wiggly.
Tough.
Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real
Yes!
accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Okay. That might be the only reason we allowed to go in there. Now, what I'm still wondering, there's this elevator here, but I can't do anything with it. No matter what, it always just takes me back to...
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
What's here?
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Did I really find everything? There's no, dude.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I feel like there's got to be something else we can do here.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
And I'm just gonna like die again or whatever.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Yeah.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Son.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
No, 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 no! But if I don't want to go that fuck, I have to go this way.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Yep.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
Yep,
death
I remember
becomes
this.
meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What is... Fuck, what's in the maintenance room again? I might want to check that out later. Warzone? What the fuck is this? I need to wage war against some narrator. Surely after start. Nah, that would have been funny, bruh. Why'd they get rid of it? What is that? Huh? Is this like the current cargo list? What is in here? Wait, what is in here? What is this? What do these do? Zending levers? What is this? What the fuck? Wasn't escape menu boring? What's this? The meeting room. Oh. Key. What is in the maintenance room, bruh? Yo, Poppy. El Wyro. Whoa, what is this? I'm not exiting that fast. Oh, it's just this thing again. Yeah, last time I have not checked out this upper area when I was here before. Okay. Stanley's office. Wait, what is that? Wait, yo, what is that? Wait, how do I get there? Wait, what is this part? Huh. Alright, what is the lounge? Underground. Oh yeah, this. Fuck. What is this? I'm writing the whistle.
And finally, he pushed the number 6. Stanley pushed the number 6.
The number 6. What could that mean? Okay. Should I leave now? Probably.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
Okay.
How they both wish to be free.
Fuck. Okay.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Okay. I did what you asked, bitch. Alright, I'm gonna try to find something new now. Because that's what I really need to do. Find something new. Find something new. Whoa. Wait, there's no...
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put
What?
a pause on things.
What?
It's those figurines.
What?
Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Hey. When Stanley found the collectibles. What could be in here, bro? 20. Oh my god, do they keep mentioning 2013? Is not that. Yo, 2013 was not that good of a year, bro. Calm down. Who even won the NBA championship in 2013? LeBron? I think it was the Heat. Probably the Heat.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
What is this?
And here was the second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own just by poking around behind the boss's office. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Yeah? What is this?
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
This one.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, under the stairs. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Can I go up here now? Okay.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
No, it didn't. What the fuck is the pink room? What is... Where do I go? Oh, oh, okay. Oh.
This was the fifth mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly.
They just did it.
In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
What is this? Son, what is this? What the fuck?
Takes you back, doesn't it?
God damn it.
I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad, honestly. Okay. Oh no, the toilet.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here in the boss's bathroom. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works?
Yep.
All I know is that
I'm
this
in the
is the
shitter.
moment where you picked up a Figgly and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment
No.
unlike any other.
Stop talking, I want to get out the
Except for
toilet.
moments picking up figurines, which
Wow,
is
that's
almost
hot.
exactly
Let me out of the toilet. Thank you. Wait, I'm low-key like, thank you. What is this?
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment.
Uh-oh.
Nothing left to do but move
That's not good.
onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
What? Is it?
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on.
Yeah, what the
Stop
fuck?
the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Yeah, let's do it. Do I have to collect all these again? That's it.
Okay, yes, the boss's bathroom. I remember this. I must say, of all the
Why
figurines
do
we
I have
looked
to do
at
this
in our
now?
initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
Because
Let's
it
keep
literally
going, I
just
want
fucking
more.
happened. You idiot.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
God damn. Yo, get this off!
Yes, I love that video.
It's on a walk, dude. Holy shit, bro.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
The pink room.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
I mean, this kind of is a prize. You're kind of cool. Not Clayton's. Okay. Okay.
This was our second Figgly. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines.
Yay!
Oh, I want more memories, Stanley.
Not
I
all
want
of
to
them
keep
again.
going. What else is there? What came before this?
What is this? No! Bro, I'm back here again. No! This place sucks. This place else sucks, so. No!
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I
No.
remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
It's the same thing.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's
No.
something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Huh.
Yes, I'm remembering something now.
It's a cutscene.
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship.
What the
And
fuck
Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction.
is this?
But I suppose it's grown old.
Why do I have 4 fucking
think
things?
myself
Oh
again.
my
Can I
god!
get back to how it used to? Yes, I can be on my
No.
own again. I can do it.
I've
I'll
been
be
on
strong this
stream
time.
for like
I'll take
20
care of
minutes.
myself.
Why do I
I don't
have
need Stanley
4
anymore.
pings already?
But he truly was so
Oh
much
my
fun to
god.
play with. You know what?
Oh my
Since we're in the
god.
memory zone, how
Yeah, yo,
about
we're not signed
one
up for each
more
one of these
good
roles.
memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
No.
I did enjoy telling his story so very much.
Wait, is this the end?
Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
What? Nah. Nah, this ain't the ending. Oh. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Where am I going?
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Huh? Is that a fucking adventure line?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
What?
We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content.
No!
We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want
This
another
is the
story
second time I
involving
picked it
the
up.
Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want.
The
Let's
Adventure
do
Line?
it.
Oh, I love the adventure line. Yes.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh,
Yes!
we played some silly music as well.
Yo, the music. Yo.
Now this This is what the Stanley Parable is
Put
all
it back
about.
on.
Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But
the
if we
music
want
back
to
on.
do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No. No. No.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
No.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the lore of the Stanley Parable.
No.
True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as if it's
Adventureline,
been part of
why
the
did you
cast
do
all
this?
along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I love you, Bucket.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
Thank God.
I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it for the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Yo. What? It's the Bucket Destroyer. What the
Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you, all of it squad.
What is this?
Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here,
What the
you
fuck
were
is this?
magnificent.
Is that it? Is that it? Isn't he retiring us now? No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was.
I'm gonna go to the random blue door. I'm gonna see what happens when I see the bucket there.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Actually, wait, that's what the bucket's at? Isn't that wild?
Good,
said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Yo, no, it's
It should
not.
have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Son, no.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would
Maybe.
explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
What the fuck? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn, it's still being ran? This shit is taking forever. I'm gonna scalp you. What the fuck is
Now
this?
then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple
God
enough,
damn
right?
it.
This should tell us
This is
everything
so
we'll ever need to
stupid.
know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
I'm gonna scalp you, dude.
Item 1. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Kill yourself. Oh my god. Dude.
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
I hate you. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket.
I'm gonna kill you.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yep.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Bro, I'm just a genius like that, bro.
Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket. Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Bitch, what? Huh?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
There's nothing there.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've
Yep.
lost all sense of perspective.
Bucket.
What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I
Son.
can't have that. I'm sorry.
It's a
But
bucket.
I'm going to erase all buckets from
No!
the game entirely. Okay,
No.
here we go.
Wait a minute. Everything is
What
a bucket.
happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Yes.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Is that it?